Hello and welcome to Rock Paper Shotgun. My name is Colin Mahern and today I'm quite happy. It's August. That means the muddled 6-year-long fake E3 is over and we can get back to thinking about PC games that are coming out over the next few weeks. Well, until fake games come, of course. Anyway, whilst the 8th month doesn't usually open the floodgates like, say, September or October, it's certainly the beginning of the busiest period in the video game calendar. So let's get down to it and have a look at what you'll be able to play over the coming 31 days. If you enjoy large robotic facsimiles of crocodiles and saber-toothed tigers, and more importantly, if the thought of murdering them gets your juices flowing, then you should check out Guerrilla Games' Horizon Zero Dawn. As protagonist Aloy, you must bring peace back to this post-apocalyptic world whilst also uncovering the truth about your origins. That's achieved mainly through destroying the aforementioned robot creatures. Fun times! This action RPG originally launched on PS4 way back in 2017, but the PC version is most certainly the definitive edition. In this, you'll get the base game, obviously, as well as the lauded Frozen Wilds expansion, a digital art book, and extra in-game costumes and weapons. On top of that, Horizon Zero Dawn on PC will have ultra-wide support, unlocked frame rates, and dynamic foliage. Look at those leaves dance! I played it when it first came out, and while I thought Horizon's side quests were a bit samey, switching between all your gadgets during a battle with the gargantuan beast was genuinely exciting. We'll see if the PC community takes to it in the same way PS4 players did when it launches on the 7th of August. Speaking of horizons, here's a game where if you see it in the distance, you can definitely go there. Yes, in Microsoft Flight Simulator, a team of mad tech wizards have done nothing less than simulate the entire globe. They take aerial photography of the planet and feed it through some insane algorithm to turn it into, well, this. It's as close as we've seen to photorealistic cities and mountains in any game, and it's all yours to explore in a range of planes. While some get their kicks from flying long-haul commercial flights, we're happy picking our favourite holiday destinations, hopping in a tiny Cessna, and gawping at the sights. And those luscious clouds from 4,000 feet. Throw in fully tweakable weather and options aimed at everyone from hardcore simmers to casual sky babies, and this is an incredible jumping in point for a genre that you might not normally think is for you. While it is coming to Steam as well, at the very least, it's worth getting an Xbox Game Pass for PC trial to load this one up and visit your childhood home. Just don't crash into it. Your eyes will fill with nostalgic tears. Speaking of nostalgia, wow, I'm on a bit of a segue roll today. Baldur's Gate 3 is maybe coming to early access in August, maybe. I say maybe as developers Larian haven't locked down an exact date due to various COVID-related delays. What we do know for definite is that this is one of our most anticipated games in recent years. An RPG that departs from the real-time with pause kobold slaying of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 for a radical attempt to bring Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition to digital life. You're a hero with an alien tadpole burrowing into your brain, putting you on course for destruction, but also tempting you with great power. Will you lean into evil or attempt to resist it? And more importantly, can you keep your companions on side as you negotiate the moral maze? Early access will feature the first act of the game, roughly on par with the first act of Divinity Original Sin 2, we're told. So we should expect tens of hours of exploration. Some people will want to hold off for the full game, but we've always been weak-willed. We're going to give in to the tadpole on day one, whenever that is. The beauty of Serious Sam is in its simplicity. You make the monsters go splat, and then get out of the way very quickly because another monster is running towards you. This prequel promises to feature the wonderfully fast-paced action you expect from a Sam game, except in Serious Sam 4 you'll be going up against, apparently, hundreds of thousands of enemies at once. The Legion system, as developer Crow Team calls it, allows them to have the population of Iceland on screen in particular areas. Now, I've been to Iceland. The people over there are lovely. This lot doesn't seem quite as welcoming. But then that's what your ludicrous arsenal is for. If you're frothing at the mouth looking at this, then I'm sorry to tell you that we don't have a confirmed release date yet. But we do know you'll be able to take on the horde of demonic beasts sometime later this month. After the success of 2014's Wasteland 2, it was only a matter of time before we were given the chance to return to post-apocalyptic America. The third entry in this squad-based RPG series, the spiritual successor to Fallout no less, features the same turn-based combat its predecessor had, but this time you're given the chance to navigate the harsh climes of Colorado with a pal. This co-op mode isn't separate from the main game either. If you want to play the entirety of Wasteland 3 with a buddy, you can. That should make controlling your 6 rangers more manageable. Well, as long as your co-op partner isn't off haggling with merchants while you're trying to fend off massive mechanical spiders. It isn't all shootouts though. Wasteland 3 features a revamped dialogue system based on the one in Exile used in Torment Tides of Numenera. So you better be mindful of what comes out of your mouth. Branching dialogue means that you can open up or close off particular paths depending on what you say to NPCs. Oh, and there are vehicles now too. Vehicles with massive guns attached to them. Surely the great equalizer in all conversations. I recently started watching that Netflix show, Floor is Lava. And while it would make for a far more entertaining half an hour if the annoyingly boisterous contestants plummeted to their deaths rather than their wets, it's okay. If nothing else, it's reminded me of how good Takeshi's Castle was, which in turn has got me pumped for Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. Just look at it. All we're missing is Craig Charles's dulcet tones over the top.
This is one of your favourite games. Let me explain the rules.
In Fall Guys, the aim is to outlast your 59 opponents in round after round of competitive and co-op party games. To be the last guy standing. This one seemed to instantly take Twitch by storm, so maybe there's the making of the next big multiplayer phenomenon here. Either way, it looks like the much needed shot of joy we're all yearning for in 2020. So here's hoping it's as fun as it looks. After gaining notoriety for the golf club, HB Studios have been given the keys to 2K Sports' new golf series, PGA Tour 2K. As well as cover star Justin Thomas, notable names like Bryson DeChambeau, Tony Finau and wearer of lovely pants Ian Poulter make up a star-studded roster full of pros. But customization is a big hook in PGA Tour 2K21, so if you want to create your own polo shirt enthusiast and go from zero to golfing hero and career mode, you can. World famous courses like the East Lake Golf Club and TPC Sawgrass will allow golf fans to live out their golfing dreams, but I'm more interested in this course designer, to be honest. If I'm able to make 18 hell holes like this, I'm in. Zelda plus Don't Starve equals this gorgeous looking survival game from Australian developer 5 Live Studios called Windbound. As protagonist Kara, you must navigate an archipelago called the Forbidden Islands and uncover the mysteries within. Obviously, while fending off some nasties that'll be eager to have a pop off you. Sure, the art style is strikingly similar to Breath of the Wild, but the Zelda game Windbound most resembles is Wind Waker. I mean, the clue is in the name. Sailing from one island to the next isn't as simple as holding down a button though. You have to consider wind movement, how tight the mast is, and other things I don't understand because I get terrible seasickness, so I've never cared to learn my starboard from my port. But if you're a PC player without a Switch and a hankering for Link, then you should keep a close eye on this one. I previewed Project Cars 3 back in June, and when I first saw XP popping up for overtakes, I thought I was watching Lex Luger step out onto the WCW Nitro stage at the Mall of America. Developer Slightly Mad Studios is going for the Forza crowd in a big way by making their game more accessible than it's ever been. It's caused a bit of a stink with some series fans, though we're assured that under its friendlier exterior beats the same petrol head heart. Hardcores will still be able to play with the racing wheel, of course, but the casual crowd should know that gamepad handling in Project Cars 3 is said to be a big improvement on the previous games in the series. At the end of the month, longtime fans will be able to find out if the upgradable vehicles, leveling up system, and the revamped career mode is to their liking. But Forza fans, you should definitely be taking note of that August 28th release date. There are two main reasons you shouldn't discount a Total War Saga Troy. One, while part of the Total War sub-series, its campaign is far from stripped back and it could turn out to be quite good in fact. And B, it's free for 24 hours when it launches on the Epic Games Store. What lunatic wouldn't be interested in free? We've looked at Troy a few times already, so you should definitely have a watch of those videos to get a better sense of what to expect. But really, it's free. Like, what more do you need to know? It's probably going to be quite good and also free. I think that's a pretty good deal and one that you should take advantage of. Honestly, this could have been a top 20, such as the volume of noteworthy games coming out in August. But rather than waffle on for another quarter of an hour, here's a quick rundown of a few other delights you'll be able to pick up this month. Matthew went on about Rogue Legacy 2 in last month's top 10 PC games for July video, but it suffered a minor delay, which is why I'm mentioning it here. It's a proper sequel to one of 2013's best games. There are new classes, spells, traits, etc. But what you really want to know is, does Matthew still have a massive weed growing in his patio? The answer is yes. But if your question is, will Life is Strange fans be happy to hear that the next narrative-driven episodic game from Don't Nod begins later this month? Yes, the answer to that question is also yes. Tell Me Why tells the story of two recently reunited siblings that can revisit their memories using supernatural powers. So get ready to cry. Madden NFL 21 is also out in August, so get ready to, American football, One thing I do know is Doom. Do you remember Doom? I'm talking old Doom here now. Well, that's basically what Hellbound is. So if you like first-person shooters from the 90s, then you may enjoy this. One thing I'm banking on enjoying is music-powered action game No Straight Roads. The whole genre wars thing is about as thrilling as the console wars to me, but I'm still up for some rhythm action fun. But fun is in the eye of the fun holder, or something. So if you like trains, then mark the 20th of August down on your calendar, because that's when we get Train Sim World 2. But if cars are more your bag, then surely this is the one that you want. Now, I can't say with full confidence that Fast and Furious Crossroads is going to be a good game, but I can say that Fast and Furious Crossroads is going to be a game that launches on the 7th of August. I could have thrown a few more into this roundup, but to be honest, the YouTube churn is real and I have to finish this video and move on to the next one. But do tell, what are you especially looking forward to this month? Let us know in the comments section. And if you like this video, why not like this video? Just click on the thumbs up button. If you're hungry for more Rock Paper Shotgun videos to watch, why not have a look at either of the two on screen right now? We think they're brilliant, but we are egomaniacs. But if you like this and them, you'll want to ensure you never miss any of Rock Paper Shotgun's future videos, so remember to hit subscribe and then ring that bell. Thanks very much for watching, you absolute star. We hope to see you again real soon.